Hello everyone, welcome to our channel V2V Vision to Victory. For more updates, you can follow my channel in Telegram, Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. You guys are new to our channel, just subscribe our channel so you can get a help from our channel. You guys are preparing for different competitive examination or placements. So without any delay, we'll start our session. So in this session, we are going to discuss 10 different questions in quantitative aptitude. So every question, if you solve any question, so basic concepts is most important along with the different calculation. You should focus on both concept and calculation. So I'm going to discuss everything detailed in this video. See, we'll go to question number 1, which is concept of percentages. Just try this question and post your answer in the comment section, guys. See the question number 1. So the information says that the salaries of A, B, C are in the ratio of 5 is to 7 is to 8. If the increments of 20%, 35% and 15% are allowed respectively in their salaries, they got an increment. Now what will be the new ratio of their salaries? Now see, initially there is a 5 units of salaries getting by A and 7 units for B and 8 units for C. Now they got an increment. For example, we just solve in this way. Initially A got 100%. Now he got a hike of 20%, means now the overall value is 120% of basic amount. And the second person got 35% of increment. Now the value become 135% of basic amount. And the person C got 15% of increment, means 115% of basic amount of 8 units. Now see, if you understand that increment concept, then you can solve entire question. So that is the theoretical concept you require. Now you focus on calculation. So calculation means you can cancel percentage symbol. So 115% is given, you can cancel percentage of symbol. Now you can cancel in 5 table. So 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 5 7s are 5 2s are 5 3s are. Now finally here the value is 120 units. So 27 into 7, it's a 189 units, and 23 into 8, the value become 184. So the respective ratio is 120, 118, 9 and 184. So option is A. You can choose that option A. Go through the question number 2. Now see the question number 2. There is a 80 kg of alloy A is mixed with 90 kg of alloy B. If alloy A has lead and tin in the ratio of 3 is to 2, and the alloy B has tin and copper in the ratio of 1 is to 4, then the amount of tin in the new alloy. Now see, so there is a alloy A having 80 kgs. It is a combination of, so they clearly mention that lead and tin. So lead and tin in the ratio of 3 is to 2. Now what I understand that there is a 5 kgs, lead is 3 units and the tin is 2 units. Now the mixer A having 80 kgs means each unit which is multiplied with the 16 times. Now we understand that out of 80 kg, 48 kg is lead and 32 kg is tin. Now we'll go for alloy B. So alloy B having 90 kg, and the ratio of tin and copper. The ratio of tin and the copper is 1 is to 4. Again, what I understand from alloy B, if there is a 5 kgs, 1 kg is tin and 4 kg is copper. Now, but we are having 90 kg of mixer. Now, each unit is multiplied with 18 units. Now, what I understand that, so out of 90 kg, 18 kg is tin and 72 kg is copper. Now, what is the question here? Then the amount of tin, you have to identify that what is the amount of tin in the new alloy. So here it is a 32 kg, here 18 kg. Now the new alloy having 50 kg of tin material. Now you can choose as 50. Is this question? Is just try this question. Question number 2. See the question number 2. See, just read that information carefully. So 360 rupees which are divided among Sunil, Anju, Raju. So that Sunil may get two-thirds of as much as Anju and Raju together. See, the information says that Sunil get 2 by 3 of as much as get by Anju and Raju. Then what I understand that the ratio of Sunil divided by Anju plus Raju is exactly equal to 2 by 3. That is the first information. Next one, Anju get 1 by 9 when compared to the Sunil and Raju. So these are the two different ratios given. Now 360 rupees we are dividing three persons. The persons are Sunil, Anj and Raju. So these are the three persons and sum of these three persons value is exactly equal to 360 and they given as a comparison in terms of ratios. Now see. For example, there is a the similar same three persons. Observe, guys, these are the three persons we are distributing. So if it is Sunil by Anju plus Raju is exactly equal to 2 by 3. If Anju divided by Sunil plus Raju is equal to 1 by 9. What I understand that the persons are same. If the sum persons are same, the sum value must be same. If you add these two numbers, the sum become a 5. If you add these two numbers, sum become a 10. So if the persons are same, the sum must be same. So you just apply the same concept. That's why we have to equal any of those fractions. So I'm just equaling 5 into 2. Now you can get the value become a 10. Now the respective value is same. If you are equating those values means you have to change the ratio. Change the ratio means you should multiply numerator and denominator by 2. Now the respective ratio become 4 divided by 6. So finally you can get some value is 10 for both the fractions. Now we can confirm that out of 10 units, so out of 10 units, now here Sunil get, out of 10 units, Sunil get 4 units. Now Anju plus Raju get 6 units. For the second equation, I understand that Anju get 1 unit. Now Sunil and Raju get 9 units. Now you just compare all the equations. If Anju is 1, so definitely Raju is 5 units. Anju is 1, Raju is 5 units. If Raju is 5 units, so we already know that Sunil is having 4 units. Now the respective ratio of Sunil. So Sunil is 4 units. Here Anju is 1 unit and Raju is 5 units. Means what I understand that if there is a 10 rupees, we have to give 4 rupees to Sunil, 1 rupee to the Anju and 5 rupees to Raju. Now we have how many rupees? We have 360 rupees. For example, if I have a 10, the respective ratio is 415. If it is a 10, each unit is multiplied with the 36 rupees. Now the question. Now what is the share of Sunil? So share of Sunil is 4 units. Now answer is 4 into 36. So 144 rupees. You can choose that option 144. Just understand that if the persons are same, the sum value is also same. If you know that point, you can get that answer. Just try this question. See the next question here. Four men can complete a work in 48 days. It's a time and work question. And 24 women can complete the same work in 18 days. If 12 men and 8 women started working and after 8 days 3 more women is joined them, then how many days will they work? So now take to complete the remaining part. Now see, if any question related to the concept of time and work, you should focus on two areas. One is identify the total work. So that is information number one. And you should focus on efficiency of each and every person involving in that work. Now see, here four men takes 48 days. That is the total work. The same work, 25 women takes 18 days. Now we just understand that there is a respect to efficiency. So if the work is same, you have to identify that what is the respect to efficiency. You just cancel 24 twos are 2 become 9 times. Now the respect to ratio of efficiency, men divided by women. Efficiency is 9 by 4 units. Means if men completed 9 units at the same time, women can completed 4 units. So you can take one of the equation to identify the total work. So what is the total work here? 4 into, what is the men efficiency? 9 units. They are completed in 48 days. Now the total value see 36 into 48. And you already know how you can multiply 2-digit number. See 3 fours are 12. Just cross multiply them. 8 threes are 24, 6 twos are 24, some value become 48. You can take 8 and 4 carry forward. And 6 eights are 48, 8 and 4 carry forward. So 8, 2, 7, 1. So the total work is 1728 units. Now, we know the total number of units, means total work, we know the efficiency of each and every person. Now the question. Now initially, 12 men and 8 women. So working for 8 days. If they are working for 8 days, means definitely they completed certain number of units. Means each man completed 9 units, each woman completed 4 units, and they worked for 8 days. See, so 9 twos are 18. It's a total value of 108 units. 8 fours are 32, and the total value become 140 into 8. So 0, 8 fours are 32. So 1120 units is already completed by 12 men and 8 women in 8 days. Now 3 more women is joined. Now we have a 12 men, 3 more means 11 women are now working. Now identify that what is the remaining work. So remaining work means, so what is the remaining work left means 1728 out of 1120 units already completed. So the remaining work is exactly equal to, so 8 units, 0 units, and a 6 not. So we left with the 608 units. Sorry, it's 1120. Now here 12 men. So 12 into each man completed 9 units. Woman is completed 4 units. Now see, it's a 108 units and 44 units, and the total number of units completed by 12 men and 11 women in one day is exactly equal to 152 units. Now we have to finish 608 units, but per day they are completed 152. So to complete 608 units, if they completed 152 units per day, it takes how much of time? 4 days. So the remaining work completed by 12 men and 11 women, it takes exactly 4 days. If you know the proper concept, then only you can get perfect answer, guys. Next. Speed, distance, and time. See, so speed is equal to distance by time, right? Now, what I understand that if speed is directly proportional to the distance, if speed is inversely proportional to the time, so identify the proportionality values. Now clearly mention that walking at 5 by 7th of usual speed, train is 20 minutes too late. Find the usual speed to cover 120 kilometers of journey. Now see, the respective speed ratio is 5 is to 7. So 7 is usual, 5 is present. If the speed ratio is 5 is to 7, then time ratio is inversely proportional, means it takes 7 units when compared to the usual time. Now they clearly mention that because of reduction of speed, it delay by 20 units. Means here how many units are less when compared to the earlier time means 2 units. If 2 units is equal to 20 minutes, now each unit is equal to 10. Means if a person travel by 5 by 7th of time, it takes 70 minutes. If it is a usual speed, it takes only 50 minutes. Now what is the question? Find the usual speed. You already know that speed is equal to distance by time. So 120 kilometers, it takes 50 minutes converted into hours divided by 60. Answer 120 into 60 divided by 50. You can cancel 0, 0. 5 become 24. The respective speed is 144 kilometer per hour. So you can choose that option 144 kilometer per hour. Sixth one. See the next question. With a uniform speed, a car covered distance in 10 hours. 10 hours. Had the speed been increased by 5 km per hour, the same speed could have been covered 9.5 hours. What is the distance covered? Now see, here initially speed is s. It takes 10 hours. Clear? Here the information is speed. Here information is time. Here the information is distance. Here the distance is d. I just consider t. If the speed is increases by s plus 5 km per hour, now it takes 9.5 hours. Now again the distance is constant. See, why half an hour less means the person increases his speed. Now the distance is constant parameter. Now generally how we can calculate the distance? Speed into time. Just equal the information. S into 10 exactly equal to s plus 5 into 9.5. Now 10s is exactly equal to 9.5s plus 95 by 10. I just make it as 95 by 10 into 5. Now we left with a value of 0.5s is exactly equal to 95 divided by 2. Again s value. So what is s value here? You can take that value s is equal to 95 by 2 and 0.5 you can take it as a 5 by 2 means 2 by 1. So you can cancel. Now the speed of the car is exactly equal to 95 kilometer per hour. Now, what is the question? The distance covered. So, what is the distance here? If 95 kilometer per hour, it takes only 10 hours. The total distance is equal to 950 kilometers. Answer 950. Question number 7. See the seventh question. The information says the speed of boat still water is 12 kilometer per hour. I just consider boat speed is 12 kilometer per hour and V is stream speed. Now, its information says that it can travel 28 kilometers downstream. Along the stream means U plus V. And 20 kilometers upstream. Upstream means U minus V. Now, you already know that speed is directly proportional to the distance, right? Now, downstream is U plus V. Upstream is U minus V. Now, the value becomes 28 divided by 20. So, you can cancel 4 7 jar 4 5 0. The final equation C. 5u plus 5v is exactly equal to 7u minus of 7v. Now the final value 12v is exactly equal to 2u. Now u by v ratio is exactly equal to 6 by 1. Now see, 6 by 1 you can take still 12 by 2 also. Why? Because the speed of boat is 12 km per hour. If speed of boat is 12 km per hour, speed of stream exactly equal to 2 km per hour. You can choose that 2 km per hour is the answer. The proportionality theorem. See, speed directly proportional to the distance. Speed is inversely proportional to the time. So the next question. A container contains 70 liters of milk. From this container, 14 liters of milk was taken out and replaced by water. And this process was repeated further 2 times. Now, how much milk now contained by container? See, initially there is a 70 liters of milk. Yeah, so there is a 70 liters of milk. Now, every time they removed 14 liters of milk. See, what percentage value we are removing means 14 by 70 into 100. So, what I understand that 14 become 5 times means every time 20 percentage of milk is taken out. Now, whatever the means whatever the milk we are taking out, we are replacing with a water. Now, see, we are just identify that. So, if it is a 70 liter, the percentage value become 100 percentage. If every time we are removing 20 percentage, means definitely the concentration level is changes. In the same way, in the final mixer is a combination of milk and water. How many liters of milk is available? Simply see. Initially 70 liters. We are removing 20 percentage means now we left with the 80 percentage of concentration. Again we are removing 20 percentage. We left with the 80 percentage. Why? Because we are done this procedure two more times. Again the value become 80 percentage. Simply see. You can cancel see two zeros, 0 0. You can cancel two zeros. Now finally the value see 7 into 8 cube divided by 100. See 8 cube is equal to 512 is multiply with a 7 times. 7 twos are 14, 7 ones are 7, 8, 7 fives are 35 divided by 100. So we left with the 35.84 liters. 35.84 liters is the answer. Next. Now see the next one. See, there is a question from the concept of simple interest. But if you know the concept of allocation mixers, you can solve this question. Now see, there is an amount of 1,23,000 is invested in two different type of shares. The first yields an interest of 8% per annum. Second is 11% per annum. And the end of year, it earns total 9%. What is the amount of investment of each share? See, so there is a first share. Share 1 I just consider A. It yields an interest of 8%. Another share B. Now sum of the value become 1,23,000, remember. And the B value is getting 11%. If you calculated overally, the person earns 9% of interest. Now, what is the value of A? Now, the value of A exactly equal to higher value minus lower value. It is exactly equal to 2 units. Value of B is exactly equal to 1 units. Means the respective ratio of investment. If A invested 2 units, B invested 1 unit. Now, if the total investment is 3 units, A invested 1 unit, 2 units, and B invested 1 unit. Now, what is the total value? 1,23,000. See, 3 ones are 3, 341,000 rupees. Now, what I understand that B invested 41,000 rupees and A invested, just multiply with it 2 times, 82,000 rupees. So, you can choose that option is C. This is the last question. Now, see, in a certain school, 58% of the students are below 10 years of age. Clear? So if I am taking the graph in this way, 10 years. So below 10 years, the total number of students is exactly equal to 58%. The number of students above 10 years is equal to one sixth of the number of students of 10 years. So 10 years age is exactly equal to 72. Now it is a one-sixth of 72. The value become exactly equal to 12 members. Now what is the question? See, what is the total number of students in the school? I just take it as 100 percentage is the total percentage. If below 10 years, it is a 58 percentage. Means what I understand that it includes 10 years and above 10 years. The total value is 100 percentage minus 58 percentage. Now the total value become 42 percentage. Now finally 42 percentage of total students exactly equal to 84. Now each 1 percentage value become 2 units. Now the question, what is the total number of students? 100 percentage of students we are assuming, the total number of students are 200 members. See, just if you understand the theoretical information, you can solve any question, guys. Yeah, focus on concept and focus on calculation part also. And this is for you concept of averages, and try this question and post your answer in the comment section. And you already know that how you can calculate an average. Average can be calculated sum divided by number. Guys, try this question and post your answer in the comment section. If you want this PDF, you can follow me in Telegram at the rate of V2VVK. You can directly search these name and you can find our link. And you can download this material and you can practice, and it helps for all competitive along with different placement examination. Yeah. Focus, simply focus on one thing. We are learning the subject. So we are learning quantitative aptitude along with the logical reasoning. So should focus on each and every concept and calculation. And if you improve those, means if you know those concept, if you solve any question now, you can clear any entrance examination, guys. So that's it from my end. So this is for today's session. See you in the next session. Until, take care. Have a nice day, guys.